It's currently 5:50 a.m. and I woke up at this hour to read. Okay, it's 6:18. Plano ko talaga mag-wake up ng 5. Nag-alarm naman yung alarm ko kanina, 5 a.m. Pero, super pet talaga. As in, 12 ako natulog kagabi. Ay, 12:30. So, medyo kulang tayo natulog. But, today we are gonna read Elena Ferrante's My Brilliant Friend. This is one of the, must-read in literature talk. Elena Ferrante's books. So, I'm very excited to read this today. And actually, may cover pa siya. So, tanggalin natin yung cover. Okay, so, I've already opened Elena Ferrante's book. And I have my sticky notes here. Actually, naubos ba or nawawala yung iba kong ginto? I might need to buy another 5 packs dito. Kasi mura lang naman to sa TikTok shop. 50 pesos lang yata ito, isang ginto. So, I have my tea with me. This is DWG's English breakfast. I'm super excited to read this kasi I've been wanting to read this, but mood reader kasi ako. Ewan ko kung mood reader din ba kayo. It really depends on my mood ko ano yung babasahin ko. So, without further ado, kasi na oras na. Okay, 6:30 na. Daldal ko. Yan, 6:23. Let's go. By the way, let me know if you want more reading vlogs like this. Subscribe and comment. Kuno. 1. Okay, so I'm already done with the first chapter, I'm guessing, or prologue. Yeah, I'm done with the prologue. Already in chapter 1. Very interesting prologue so far. I am intrigued, and it reminds me, so far, it reminds me of The Door. Not because of the story, pero yung concept lang of complex relationship with a friendship. If you guys know what I mean. Yung last kasi na part, hindi ko alam kung, hindi naman to spoiler kasi prologue naman, parang sinasabi niya na let's see who win this time. And that reminded me of The Door. Agad. Childhood, the story of Don at Keely. Yes. I am 50 pages in na, and it's 7:20, so that took me 1 hour. Actually, parang feel ko mga 35 pages kasi parang nag-start yata siya agad sa 15, ganyan. Ganyan nag-start yung page. Ang nangyari is, sino ba to? Alam mo to yung pangalan niya eh. Ano pangalan nito? I don't know what's her name. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan ko. Kasi ganun super sinenter niya si Lila. Which is, I'm guessing her brilliant friend. I'm guessing that's who she's referring to. Nakalimutan yung pangalan niya, gosh. Si Elena talaga siya pala. Okay, si Elena or Elena. Elena introduces us to Lila. Kasi from the prologue, we get introduced to the story na apparently nung tumanda na sila kasi meron ng anak si Lila nung sinabi niya kay Elena na nawawala yung nanay niya, which is si Lila nga. So he told Elena, which is, I'm guessing then her best friend. I can say this kasi hindi to spoiler since it's prologue naman. She tells us na parang Lila had this dream. Not really a dream, pero parang gusto niya talaga one day mag-disappear na lang siya. As in, no trace at all. Like, we're not saying like, parang nag-run away lang siya. Pero like, every atom of her, every history of her is erased. Parang yun yung gusto niya mangyari. So, ayun yung naging prologue. Parang, anong meron? But then, 50 pages na ako. She just takes us back from the very beginning of their friendship. And Lila is very brilliant. From a very young age, I think she started to learn to read and write konti lang when she was 3 years old by herself. And when she was 6 years old, parang super kaya na niya mag-read. Tapos doon nag-start yung fascination ni Elena kay Lila since naturally as a child, curious tayo. Tapos yung parents and then yung teachers niya, yung principal, parang they make it to a point na parang talagang pinapafeel nila na si Lila is very brilliant child na parang kailangan ganito ka din, ganyan. I mean, yun yung na-take ko sa binasa ko na it created this envy per kay Elena. Envy and admiration at the same time. At the same time, parang hindi niya gustong i-take over si Lila. Pero parang gusto niya beside her siya. Parang ganun. Parang gusto niya may matutunan siya dun. So far, yun yung implication niya. More on history. But I'm not gonna go into details since medyo spoilers talaga siya super. I'm just going on character analysis din. And so far, yung parang background siguro ng friendship nila. Siguro, we'll get like a glimpse of bakit nangyari yung adulthood nila, ganyan kung ano mangyayari sa adulthood nila. So far, yun pala naman. Kasi parang she's trying to be not the top one, pero like second, third, fourth, she wants to slip in those ranks lang. And then, meron siya naging crush, which is si Enzo Scano. And, yun pala naman so far. Okay, update. It is now 8:50 and I'm in the last, hindi ko alam kung last chapter or last part kasi eto na yung last part pero I am only like 85 pages in. Pero like tinanan ko kasi yung index ba yun, yung book of contents. Parang ito na lang yung last niya na chapter or part. Ayan. So, prologue, childhood, and adolescence. So, I'm guessing, ito na yung mandala sila. I'm very hooked. Kaya pala hindi nakapag-video agad kasi na full memory yung phone ko. Pero, I'm gonna do a recap. I actually put some of my notes here kasi hindi ako nakapag-video kagad. So, sa first 72 pages, sabi ko, na-introduce sila sa reality ng buhay about sa poverty or yung parang limited resources, especially kay Lila. I mean, kay Lila lang actually yun kasi parang there will come a time, diba, parang sa school, parang magkaroon ng extra lessons, ganyan. Parang kinailangan nila ng extra lessons para daw makapag middle school. Tapos, ayaw ng parents ni Lila kasi nga hindi kaya ng pera. And then, even her brother couldn't do anything about it, which is so sad. Tapos parang si Elena, they had the extra means para ibabayad yung extra lessons niya. So, parang starting nun, nagbago yung attitude ng lahat kay Lila. She still was the best that time. Pero parang, for some reason, hindi ko alam kung ganun ba yung imply ni Elena Ferrante na parang nagbago yung attitude ng teacher and principal kay Lila. Parang hindi na pinifavor si Lila. maybe because of the extra lessons, parang ewan ko kung anong naisip nila that time, but yung sa aking interpretation is yung parang nangyayari talaga yun sa school, parang hindi na nagiging favorable yung mga, alam mo yung parang feel nila hindi nag-extra miles para makapag go up the ranks or the steps, I guess. No longer paying attention sa kanya, ganito, ganyan. Tapos nagsulat siya libro, wala silang pake, sinabi nang mas mag-focus sa pagkuha ng diploma. So, for some reason, nagkaroon ng hyperfixation kasi sila nga sa wealth. Silang dalawang magkaibigan, si Lila sa kailanan. Since, narinig yun? Diyan ko yun. Gutom na ako. Since, tawag ito, naging hindrance yung pera sa pag middle school ni Lila. So, doon nagkaroon ng conflict na parang nagustuhan ni Lila super din na mag-aral. Kasi medyo nagkaroon siya ng inggit kay Elena. Tapos yun, nag-focus sila sa pagkuha ng wealth or acquiring wealth para naisip ni Lila na magsulat ng libro kasi na-inspire siya sa Little Woman. Kasi she heard na madaming nakuha pera si yung nagsulat nun ng Little Woman. And then throughout the rest of the book, parang na-discuss na parang low-key, pinakita na yung inggit ni Lila kay Elena in regards sa nagkaroon siya ng extra yabang. Actually si Elena, since for the first time ever, na-feel niya na mas angat siya kay Lila. Kasi throughout their childhood, diba, like, up until 9 years old, si Lila is always the best, always number one. But, medyo naging magpangit yung manifestation kay Lila nun. Kasi, diba, si Elena, kahit second siya, palagi okay lang sa kanya. Hindi naman siya super actively binibring doon si Lila. Whereas, compared to Lila, parang pinapafeel niya talaga na wala na yung favoritism niya kay Elena. So, yun yung nagkakaroon ng discussion dun sa authorization. Basta, yung power play, na gano'n yung parang sobrang emotionally manipulative. Pero, I don't wanna talk about it kasi parang, bata pa naman sila doon. Pero yung parang nagkaroon ng setting tone sa authority nila sa isa't isa. Power play nila sa isa't isa na it stemmed from their childhood. And, ayun. Sinasabi, no? Nalagay ito. So, I was second in everything. I hope that no one would ever realize it. Oh. The conclusion we drew from this convinced us that it was best to do everything on purpose, deliberately, so that you would know what to expect. Wow. To be honest, feel ko din na may part din talaga yung adults and yung parents, yung sa pagpapalaki, kung ba't nagkakaroon ng gantong complex na, alam niyo yun, childhood, na parang hindi nila na masyadong natutukan, or kahit yung mismong principal and teachers, sila yung gumawa na itong environment of competition, and yung parang kailangan ganito angat kasi parang ito yung mas i-favor nila muna, i-praise nila muna, ganun. So, ayun. Since doon na natapos, doon na tayo sa Adolescence. I'm really excited kung paano nagkakaroon ng paano ma-manifest yung throughout the years yung nangyari sa kanila. But I'm actually quite hungry na kaso. No oras pa lang. I'm finally 100 pages in the book. And so far, ito yung nangyari or yung thoughts ko. Wait, nakalimutan ko ng a little bit. Kumbaga parang after, diba, nag-middle school na si Elena and then si Lila has gone a different route, as in completely different route from her. Tapos parang nafe-feel ni Elena yung normal feeling bata ka na after jumping into middle school, parang akala niya mataas expectations sa sarili niya, tapos na-feel niya na sobrang baba niya kasi dun siya na-hit ng realidad na you're not always the best. there's always a better person, there's always a better one, mas magaling sa'yo, mas matalib sa'yo. So, alam niyo yung feeling na siguro yung bata kasi parang nadi-discourage naman talaga kapag na-hate ka ng gano'n na, hindi pala kayo pinakamagaling. And that's really, para sa akin, ng vital part kasi doon na-feel nga ni Alana na parang hindi pala siya pinakamatalino, parang medyo nawala siya ng interest or ng purpose sa school. Especially since wala siya si Lila, parang nawala din yung friendly competition siguro, yung na-feel niya siguro. And she doesn't see any point of trying kung hindi naman siya magiging like as good as you expected niya, ganyan. And then Lila, on the other hand, since hindi nga siya nakapag-middle school kagad, tinry yata siyang ipasok sa extra school ng tatay niya since nag-guilty yung tatay niya sa pag broke ng arm niya kasi initsa siya ng tatay niya, but nawala na siya ng any motivation at all. Parang nabasag yung concept niya dun sa parang outlines niya sa character. She calls it like, nakalimutan ko kung anong tawag ni Lila dun eh. Parang basta yung parang nababasag yung characterization niya sa isang tao. So, parang completely, nagets ko yung point ni Lila na ever since na dun nag-start yung na-feel niya na hindi na siya praised, parang dun na naging bitter siya. Tapos parang tinamad na siya all of a sudden sa lahat ng bagay. And then yung sa school nga parang sinasabi niya na she failed it purposely nung in extra school siya kasi she doesn't want to go to school anymore. So, isipin nyo, middle school pa lang yan So, parang, alam mo yun, parang meron talagang play din sa adolescence na, I mean, parang same thing after graduating, after college, diba? Parang bilang na-hit ka na related na parang ganyan. Pero siya, ayaw niya nang mag-school kagad. Then, parang nag-work ata siya ng konti sa shoemaking business na ng family. Doon pa lang ako eh. Tapos yun pa lang naman. And then, wala pa naman masyado. Parang more ganoon lang yung themes na nangyayari as of now. And, I'm actually gonna eat. I'm gonna take a break. And eat. Because it's gonna be 9:30 na. Narinig yung chan ko kanina. So, very, very interesting book so far. I really like it. Especially as a girl. Parang feel ko more naiintindihan ko yung, I mean, mayroon pala nakaka-experience na, especially since nakuha na ni Alana yung first period niya. Tapos parang may line dito na parang tumingin siya sa mirror and I no longer knew who I was. Yun yung line dito. So parang, oh, it's every girl's experience din talaga yun. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna eat. And I'm gonna come back definitely to this later. Eat lang tayo. Okay, I'm back. Actually, I'm really, really sleepy right now. 10 a.m. pa lang. Kasi nga kulang ako sa tulog. But let us push through. I'm really super excited ako talaga. As in, so, paano mag-unfold yung friendship nila. I mean, paano yung history nila together. Wait, ano naman nangyayari? Nasaan ako? Ayan. I'm just curious kung paano kayo nag-stay up. Like, iba-iba mahilig sa kape. And effective sa ibang tao yung kape talaga. Like, sa akin hindi effective yung kape. Like, it doesn't work on me kapag kailangan kong magising. Hindi siya nag-work. One time lang ata nag-work sa akin ever yung kape, which is yung kape ng Burger King. Yun lang. Yun na yung time nag-work sa akin. Nag-fashion school ako. Ang winorder ko yung ice mocha latte ata. Basta yun yung normal lang nila na may iced. Pero other than that, hindi naman nag-work usually sa akin ang kape. Hindi ko alam kung yung mismong Burger King lang ba na kape nag-work sa akin or nung time lang na yun. But I'm really curious what are you guys like caffeine, go-to caffeine na pampagising. But anyways, let's start again. Okay, it's 12:22 and I'm officially halfway through the book. I'm in page 165 and here are my thoughts so far. So we are now introduced to parang diba galing sa middle school na pupuntang high school, and we all know yung high school is very pinaka-peak ng complex na adolescence, I guess. Tama ba yung word ko, adolescence? Adolescence ba tawag dun? Kasi mga hormones and everything. And we are introduced to like parang sexuality, complicated na sexuality, exploring your sexuality at a young age. Tapos yun na nag-i-start yung boy talk, yung nakakapansin na yung mga boys sa mga girls, sa body, ganyan, and na-attract na sila sa mga opposite gender, etc. etc. And medyo ano din yung topic, like introduce super yung thought na yung magkaiba silang path, super ni Lenu si Elena, parang nickname, let's just call her Lenu starting from now on. Lenu, and then Lila, like super magkaiba sila ng tinahak. Like yung isa more on traditional na parang kailangan super magaling sa school kasi hindi ka yaman pag hindi ka ganyan, and then Lila on the other hand is like more on street smart, like parang super pinursu niya na yung one big thing, which is yun nga yung shoe business, shoe empire nila ng kapatid niya. But then again, this last chapter, basta dami nangyari about more on sexuality lang, and yung pag-explore nila sa whole ass huge world outside the city. Pero ito yung pinaka-last din sa akin, tumatak na parang pinapatest ng kapatid niya kay Lenu yung shoes, and then super hindi talaga satisfied si Lila. Like parang the more na nagbabrag about si Rino, yung kuya niya, yung kapatid ni Lila, the more na parang dinidiscourage ni Lila siya kasi parang masalo siya nakakita ng mga mistakes. And then yung last is parang sabi niya na nagagalit yung kuya niya sa kanya kasi he reproached Lila because she first encouraged him and then discouraged him kasi nga dami niya sasabing negative. Tapos parang nagpa-frustrate na si Rino, yung kuya niya, kasi parang kailangan na niyang makaalis or kailangan niya na yumaman daw, ganyan. So, super na-frustrate siya as of now since gusto na nga niyang umalis dun sa city nila and ayaw niya na maging assistant ng tatay nila. Ayun, so super sad lang din kasi parang mayroong jealousy eh. Basta yung sobrang complex ng word na hindi jealousy. Parang si Lina kasi 'di ba she's pursuing yung traditional na nakapag-aral siya. Lila, parang sinabi niya dito sa you're doing so well, it's the satisfaction you get from school, it's love, ganun siya, which is something that she isn't experiencing right now. Parang si Lila kasi ibang-iba yung tinatahak niya right now, like parang super naging adult siya in a very young age, yun yung tingin ko while sa akin si Lenu more on andun pa din siya sa bubble na pina-follow pa din yung steps ni Lila. Pero parang masyado pa din siyang, admire kay Lila. Instead of, like, breaking from her. Also, but parang feel ko crush ko si Nino, saka si Enzo. Kahit wala namang masyadong talk about. Na-crush ko si Enzo kasi parang may isang scene dito na nagda-dance sila. Tapos nakalin against the wall lang siya. Inaantay niya matapos si Lila. So, I don't know. Sobrang na-track ako. But other than that, wala naman siyang any scene. And then, Nino, yung if I remember correctly, siya yung pinakaunang nag-confess ng love niya kay Lenu. Nakita sila sa high school, pero hindi ata siya malala ni Nino. Parang ganun pa lang yung nangyayari. But, ayan, I might have to go have some lunch. Or ano, basta, I'll take a break first since it's 12:30 na. I've been reading 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 5 hours na yata. So, 5 hours. It took me 5 hours para maging halfway through the book. Not the ideal ko or usual kong read, but again, ngayon nga lang ako magbabasa ng ganito, like super locked in, so that's not bad. So I'm guessing if 5 hours, another 5 hours para matapos ko yung libro. So we're gonna take a little break. And so far, very compelling, very interesting. We're back on my room since may tao na sa baba. Last nating stop is 165. Last stop is chapter 19 and we're gonna start chapter 20 na. I decided to call this chapters na lang. Yung every like ganyan. Para hindi na tayo malito lahat. 1:30 na. 1:30 na may start. And hopefully, the pace picks up a little bit. Like, medyo bumalik na yung normal reading natin ng a little bit. Like, hindi na ako masyadong reading slump. So, let's go. Guys, I'm on chapter 37. So, I'm 70% in the book. Hindi ko alam kung bakit kinikilig talaga ako sa part na to. As in, super like, nakakainis. As in, kinilig talaga ako kasi, paano ba? Basta hindi ko na kayo spoil kasi nga, parang kung gusto nyo nga, like, super, like, ano lang, to spoiler free ng a little bit. More in character analysis kasi gusto ko. But, leading up to this palang, 70%. Ano ba yung last ko na update? Hindi ko masyadong matandaan, pero, basically, nagkaroon ng summer vacation si Lenu sa, hindi ko alam kung ng part ng Italy. Tapos, she was met by Soratore. Basta yung family na parang family ni Nino, which is yung pinaka-first na nag-confess sa kanya. Tapos may nangyari na masama. Masabangit na nangyari. Pero, after that vacation, ito na yun, parang hindi ko na masyado i-detail. Pero kinilig ko ako dito sa part na to. As in, so far, like, it means a lot kapag, paano ba explain? Like, kapag yung, like, I could actually kind of see why Lila is very worried or cautious about men. Since she's very young pa din naman. Tapos, parang medyo similar lang din kami ng, like, feelings about it. Parang, tawag dito yung matagal mo kami mako-convince na you're actually a good person and worth it kang i-entertain and everything. And super kinilig lang ako sa isang part dito na parang, okay, very, very nice ang ginawa niya. Like, hindi pa katapos kung ano mangyayari, pero like, kinilig na ako sa isang part na showing na actually interested siya sa mga gusto ni Lila. And basically doing everything for her. Anyways, I'm really excited to see how this book will end. Di pa nga ko. Oh my gosh. Super invested ako dito as in, it's really good book. She's great storyteller si Elena Ferrante. So, without further ado, gusto ko na makita ko anong mangyayari. Kilig talaga ako dito. Hindi ko na matake. Sana ako. Kilig talaga ako. Money talks. Finally finish Elena Ferrante's My Brilliant Friend. Initial thoughts, siguro, dahil di ako nababasagin ng mga synopsis, I expect ko na matapos siya all in this one book. Like, hindi ko na-expect, like, yung buong series siguro is about this friendship. Akala ko talaga, stand alone sila in a way, pero like, may ganun kasi series, like, may different kinds of stories kada book, pero intertwined sila lahat. Akala ko ganun siya. So, hindi pala. So, as in, sobrang bitin. And, I don't know if kaya ko pang magbasa in the next coming books. Kung kaya ko pang i-tolerate si Lila. To be honest, hindi ko na siya, parang towards the end of the book, medyo, I wanted to get it out of the way na itong libro to, since I don't wanna read more about Lila Kasi sobrang inis na inis ako sa kanya. Like, mababa yung tolerance ko sa mga ganun type ng friend or person. Yung parang everything is revolving around them. Tapos hindi natin sila masyadong emotional empathy or hindi sila sensitive sa feelings ng iba. Especially when she got, you know, medyo umangat na siya na a little bit. So, I want to just get this out of my life, yung character niya. But, I'm sure it's more complex than that kasi medyo complex talaga yung friendship nila, and Lila herself is very complex. Sobrang oily ko pala. I would definitely force myself to read the next coming books. Kasi sobrang curious ako kung ano mangyayari dun sa ending, since yung sa pinaka first part na ng libro is may nangyari nga. And then, yung ending na tong first book na to, I already know what's gonna happen, mag-aaway, blah blah blah. Parang paulit-ulit kasi yung formula, like, may gagawin sila, mag-react yung mga tao, mag-aaway sila, magbabate, everything, mga ganung formula. So, medyo repetitive siya ng konti, and then, si Elena magiging envious na naman kay Lila, magpuput na naman yung authority si Lila. Ano ba? Throughout their years, like 10 to 16 years old, wala na nangyari kundi ganun lang. Away-away, ganyan. So, I mean, it's more complex than that, pero like, parang yun yung whole gist. So, parang I was looking for something like medyo character development a little bit. Although si Lila, as in, grabe yung difference ng character niya from the first to the last part. Parang si Alana, I didn't really see anything like that, which is, again, yun nga siguro yung point, kasi parang hindi siya makagalaw hanggat hindi gumagalaw si Lila, parang ganun. But anyways, definitely want to get into like yung philosophy, yung analysis niya more, since it's a very complicated friendship. Friendship is hindi naman siya one way lang, ganyan. So, I would rate this 4 stars. Not the best so far, but very intriguing and very interesting sa akin. Definitely want to read more. I definitely want to read the 3 books after na to. Purely dahil lang sa first part ng book, like ano yung nangyari sa present time. And ayun, hopefully I can buy a copy of the next books kasi medyo mahirap siya hanapin. Anyways, I finished 6:11, so 12 hours. Medyo kasi kung 6 ako nag-start, 12 hours. It took me 12 hours halos with eating and everything. Pero, ayan, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you guys on the next reading vlog, and subscribe kayo and let me know if you guys want more videos like this.